Why didn't you wake them up?
This class is difficult to follow, so it's normal for some to drift off. Still, it's rare for the entire class to go like that. If only I could make my lectures more accessible.
This isn't your fault.
It's like metal fatigue. These students are being tempered and pushed to their limits over and over. Eventually, the metal just snaps. Should I have woken them? Reprimanded them? Or offered them assurance? I've heard about the pressure they've been under lately. Maybe the best thing is a few days away from all this. Thank you, mentor.
Let's get moving.
You have my deepest respect. Working in this food desert takes a special kind of fortitude. I couldn't convince her. She hit me with, "I'm too grown up for school now." But that's fine. I asked President Lucilla to give me some grown-up worksheets. See how she likes those, huh? To put it simply, the Exostrider's gone. So, the synchronous program needs to go. Problem is, everyone has a different idea of what to do with those students. And by everyone, I mean President Lucilla versus everyone else. Anyway, the new Federation and the majority of the board want to pull the plug immediately and draft a new teaching plan from scratch. Meanwhile, the executive committee moderates have promised to stay out of it as long as their nation's synchronists are covered, with either guaranteed support back home or a smooth transfer somewhere else.
Where does Lucilla stand?
She wants to continue the synchronous program.
Continue?
Yup. Confusing, isn't it? Speaking of which, how well do you know her, Rover? Huh. So you're not so sure either, huh? I'll be honest with you, Rover. The Black Shores doesn't trust her right now. Between her proposal, her deep new Fed connections, and that evasive attitude, there are just too many uncertainties for us to take on the risk of helping her. At least, that's the conclusion we've reached based on the facts we have so far. But the Bloom Bearers who graduated from Star Torch heard about this and stepped up to endorse Lucilla. That's what changed Shorekeeper's mind. A teacher who gets that kind of trust from her students. That's pretty impressive.
So, what do you need from me?
Actually, according to Shorekeeper, you are the one really running this audit. So, we need you, acting as both a Star Torch student and a Black Shores auditor, to tell us if Lucilla is solid and what she's really planning.
I want to do something for the Synchronists, but I've also got my responsibility to the Black Shores. I don't think Lucilla would put her students in harm's way, but still. Got it. I'll do what I can to help you.
I should be the one saying that to you. Anyway, we need a plan for how...
Great, another grand plan. Why'd you gotta make everything so complicated?
Oh, what the... how's that?
Hello, Mr. Alto. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to invest in the Exostrider project. I suggest the Black Shores chips in this much. Or you can just patch me through to the collective board. I'd be happy to handle the negotiations myself.
Is this Imeth? I can't believe she just hacked a Black Shores terminal.
I am being serious. If synchronous degrees get cancelled, my record will say I only finished Roya preschool. Besides, keeping Rebel College around isn't that hard. Get creative. Talk to Chase. Talk to Shorekeeper. The collective's investors can't be tougher to handle than LF1, right? So what if they don't care about your contributions? If they actually want you on their side, they'll have to listen anyway. That's how leverage works.
If we lean on that kind of leverage now, we'll be held to it later. My experience has shown me that it's often better to act as an individual. Since you're planning on the savior career path, I think you'll understand what I mean, Imeth.
Makes sense. Kinda old school thinking, though.
I need to figure out what Lucilla is really thinking. Then I'll play it by ear. If I want them to protect the synchronists when I can't, I've got to work inside their system. That's just how this game works. Trust me and Lucilla. We'll find the right way to handle this.
Ha! Alright then. But just so you know, if my school record disappears, I'm renaming the Space Trek Collective to the IMETH Collective.
Honestly, if we let IMETH loose on them, it might actually take some pressure off Lucilla.
But like she said, she's a synchronist too. That just makes her one more person Lucilla has to protect.
Fair enough, but I'm afraid we have less time than we thought. I spotted some new Fed spies back at the station. Lost them on the motorbike, but it won't be long before they track us here. Before Lucilla's next tour begins, let's poke around and see what we can find. Students run flea markets on campus? I'm starting to get the hype. Wait, isn't that the student who dozed off in class earlier? Come on, let's go over.
If we follow this method, the convergence radius for this series is obviously...
Yes, I'm following.
I'm terrible at explaining this, aren't I?
No. I'm just slow. I'll focus harder.
No, you paid me to tutor you, and I'll make sure you get your money's worth. Here, I'll write down a third way to solve it. watch how it goes, okay?
Okay.
So that's why she was drowsy in class. She's been staying up late tutoring other students.
You're telling me you've modified every bike here? That's insane.
Wow. Waleo's been in the Expedition motorbike program since day one. These bikes here are basically his family.
Soulmates.
So, what do you say, Auditor Alto? How about you order 10 as a starter pack?
Ten soulmates sold in a pack.
I heard you test drove the Academy stock model this morning. With the rain the last 2 days, probably felt a little slip on the turns, yeah? Try this one. I tweaked the ABS and TCS myself. You could take this straight to a pro race. No problem.
No wonder you were sleeping in class. Up all night in the garage?
No, bikes have been ready for weeks. Last night I was just saying goodbye to them.
Oh, well that's depressing. I'd feel bad buying them now.
Hands off, you little...
Never!
Please don't fight, you two. Maybe I'll just check out the other stalls.
Don't go, Chisa. You've got a real eye for quality. This piece was meant for you.
No, it isn't! She's just a prep student. She doesn't know anything about quality.
Excuse me? The audacity! Just begging for a smack, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the mechanics, but I can see that this device's internal structure is finely crafted. From the external casing down to the internal wiring, the structure and circuitry are meticulously designed. Someone put their heart into this.
It's the best thing you'll find in the market, isn't it?
Yes, the best.
Thank you. That means more.
No! 6 years, Li Xian! 6 years of your life, just to settle for nothing?
For nothing? I'll tell you what nothing is, little brother. It's having nothing to show for the past and nothing waiting in the future. That's nothing. Look around, Li Heng. We are synchronists. Synchronists who had the most resources but never became the chosen one for the Exostrider. We've achieved nothing. But if we drop our stupid pride and try to support the students coming up behind us, then we can still be worth something.
You wanna support them, sure, but who's gonna support you?
Me. I will support you. Nothing to show? I refuse to let anyone write your epitaph before your work's even been seen. Waiting? You all have me. I, Lucilla, president of Star Torch Academy, will always stand with you. Even if the whole world turns its back. Even if I have to do it alone. And by the way, we just landed a very generous sponsor. The new research fund will arrive tomorrow. That means pack up this stall. Unless you want to sell your hard work at a loss.
President for the win!
Chief Alto, it was you, wasn't it? You're the sponsor.
Huh? Well...
Thank you, Chief Alto. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best.
Impudent little hamster. Really? Using a crisis to haggle me down to wholesale? Just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner.
She closed a deal in a single afternoon? That must have been a hard bargain.
I appreciate it, but if a teacher needs her students to worry about her, she's already failed. Let's just keep it between us, hmm?
Sorry, Professor. We were out of line.
Out of line? For defending your work? That's not something to apologize for. You're braver than I ever was. Listen to me, Lishin. This pioneering spirit of yours, in all of you, it deserves to be seen by more people. Don't ever let go of it.
I won't.
Oh, and maybe go a little easier on your brother. He's running out of brain cells to lose.
Professor? There's something I should tell you.
About Lenny and the others skipping class? Don't worry. I've already been briefed on their whereabouts. So, Mr. Alto, shall we move on to the evening's special viewing?
Whoa. Yeah, let's do it.